Okay, today's topic is frankly speaking. I'm actually going to do a series on that, frankly speaking. And this was inspired by a young lady. I did her here, and she was asking so many questions and so many different topics. And I thought to myself, the young folks of today, they really need someone that they can talk to in an environment where they are not judged, commented on, because I find as adults, sometimes instead of allowing a young person to just speak, we speak over them. Uh, we, I have learned throughout the years, because as most of you know, I have 6 children. And I have learned throughout the years that and I learned this from Paul actually, because he's pretty good at it, is that when you listen more to what a young person have to say, you put yourself in a better position to advise them or to help them through a blockage. Right? We have a joke that in my family, for some reason, we seem to attract dysfunctionality. And one might say, well, attract dysfunctionality. What does that mean? It's not, attract is the only way I could say it. But what I find is, because I listen and because there is no judgment, that individuals feel comfortable just talking. I might be doing somebody's hair and they just talk, right? And I am focused on doing the hair, and the person is just talking and letting it all out. And at the end of the day, if you listen carefully, you can make mental notes so that you actually know how to react to a situation, or help or assist that person if they ask for the help. Like I said, I was doing this young lady's here, and she was asking so many different questions on spirituality, on sexuality, on being a young lady and wanting to do certain things, and why one should refrain from doing it. And I was taken aback, because I was following her every movement, and I'm saying, this young woman is smart. But based on what she was saying, not many people thought that she was smart. She had a humongous amount of dreams and goals and things that she wants. I mean, some of the things that she was talking about, you're thinking to yourself, okay, she's only 15 years old. Why does she want that now? Why would a 15-year-old want to things like to get married? No, right? And I thought of myself, because I met my husband when I was 13. We got married, I was 16. And circumstances ensured that we got married at that age, you know. But is it something that I would advise any young person to do? No, because marriage is a huge commitment. And the way I was brought up, marriage was for life, you know. So when you get into that, when you decide and make a decision like that as a young person, you're gonna go a few challenges. If I name a few of mine, I never went hungry when I lived at home, but I sure went hungry when I got married and was living on my own. I understood what it meant not having food and not having to fend for yourself, and having to make sure you have somewhere to live, looking out for the other person. I never had to wash or clean growing up. They used to call me the Queen of Sheba in my household, because my grandmother did everything. But I watched. So when it was my turn as a young person and on my own, I knew instinctively what to do, right? So instead of forcing our directives on a young person, I think one has to try to listen a little bit more. And I know it's not easy for a lot of people. It's all about that. Frankly speaking, it's not easy for a lot of parents because things are happening in your life. A, you don't have enough money. B, you have rent to pay. You have light bill, water bill. In my case, school and all of that. You have a lot of things going on, and taking on the growth of another person can be a challenge. So I thought to myself, I'm going to touch on quite a few topics, but I'll do a series of frankly speaking and put it out there so that individuals can ask questions, comment, tell me what they think. But I will speak based on my perspective, my experience, and what has happened to me or through me um, in dealing with younger folks. So this is just an introduction, but stay tuned. I will be touching on quite a number of topics: sexuality, drugs, um, high life, having a boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage. I'll touch on it. I'll touch on it. And if there's anything that you want to ask, send me an email. It's ldhewlett@gmail.com. Send me an email, and I will certainly answer your question, frankly speaking. Right? I have nothing to hide. I am quite open to sharing my experience and hoping those experiences help someone. That's it for now. Cheers.